There are few things that unite the masses like shared hatred. And for a while, the plastic straw was our shared enemy until paper straws came on the scene, which proved to instill people with a very different kind of hatred. I'm just gonna say it. Paper straws suck. Today's video is brought to you by Patreon. We have full-length, dedicated video podcasts relating to the products that you buy and enjoy every single day. So if you're interested in getting some bonus content over there, consider supporting us. Now, part of what makes the modern disappointment with paper straws so tragic is that we had a functional product to begin with. See, here's the thing. Plastic straws were not replaced because they weren't useful for their desired function. They were replaced because they're bad for the planet. So paper straws not only had to be better for the planet, but they also had to replace a very functional product that people already like to use. But if you think that our current straw situation is dumb and weird, you just have to understand how we got here. Now, there are a few ways to tell the story of straws. A popular one is that while drinking a mint julep on a hot summer day, Marvin Stone invented the first paper drinking tube in 1888 by wrapping paper around a pencil. Very romantic, very DIY. I can see why the internet loves that story. Plus, he was a cigarette manufacturer, so you know we can trust him, right? Another version of the story is that straws became popular in the 1930s in hospitals. Bendy plastic straws allowed patients to drink while lying in bed. Before this, people would aspirate liquid into their lungs, get pneumonia, and then die, which is not good. The production of plastic straws and plastic in general really intensified after World War II. It made durable products at a cheaper cost, allowing an economically depleted population to live better on less. In fact, in 1963, a chemist called Carl Ziegler actually won the Nobel Peace Prize for his development of polymers, aka plastic. At this point in time, plastic and the products that it facilitated were making life a lot better for humans on Earth. But as we all know, we're kind of on a plastic ban right now, and how we got to this point is a story that's actually crazier than I ever thought it could be. Society has a habit of trying to convince itself that one object or one material or another is the singular hero or evil in our overpolluted world. The silver bullet solution, as it's sometimes known. And surprisingly, it rarely works.
I'm gonna kill myself!
Wow.
I'm going to kill myself, and it's your fault!
That's an overreaction.
And the award for greatest environmental achievement goes to the creator of the plastic bag, a revolutionary technology invented to prevent the pollution and deforestation associated with paper bags. We welcome to the stage Sten Gustafsson from Sweden. So that was a fake announcement that I made up based on a real thing that happened in the past. He didn't win an award, but he invented plastic bags to prevent deforestation associated with paper bags. It's a totally real thing. But when you hear the reasoning, it kind of makes sense. See, they learned that paper bags were not like free from environmental impact just because they were made of paper. And they learned that it took a lot of water and energy to produce. Plastic was deemed to be way better because it was cheaper to buy and it was reusable and it cost less to produce. Except that argument that I just spun out was published in an article from 3 years ago. That's right, we might be seeing frickin' paper bag bans in our lifetime. So right now we've seen the pendulum swing, right? The first straws were paper, and then plastic became the better option. And now plastic is bad and we're back to paper. And now paper sucks again, so what's next? And how does this happen? So let's break it down. In 2017, a video of a turtle having a plastic straw surgically removed from its nostril went viral on the internet. And eliminating plastic straws became the new way to save the world. I can't say it enough. The global response to this video was huge. In 2018, Seattle was the first city to ban single-use plastics, including plastic straws. Starbucks, Alaska Airlines, SeaWorld, IKEA, and McDonald's all followed suit, with Canada's ban on single-use plastics hitting the law books in late 2022. The ban on single-use plastics is a part of Canada's goal to eliminate plastic waste by 2030, and the UN's plan to end plastic pollution by 2040. In a very short amount of time, plastic straws became a very big deal. material. And in theory, this should have been an easy win, right? With the whole world mad and hating plastic straws, paper straws just had to slip in as the replacement. But as we know, they f***ed it up. So why do they suck so bad?
I drink your milkshake. I drink it up!
Don't bully me, Daniel!
See, here's the problem. Paper straws sucked in both of the ways that it was supposed to not suck, literally and figuratively. Firstly, paper straws were created to solve the problem of plastic waste, and they failed to do that. Even if they replaced all the plastic straws on Earth, there's still a bunch of plastic in the ocean because plastic straws only made up 0.025% of it. And secondly, paper is just obviously not the right material for this product, maybe? Like, today's paper straw technology is not really that different from Marvin Stone's original model. There are definitely more steps, but ultimately, paper is made, dried, and then cut into narrow strips that are wrapped around a mold and then glued together. And yeah, just like we've learned with paper bags back in the 60s, paper straws have an impact on the environment. Not only does it require either raw or recycled material, the raw material being trees, but it also takes a lot of energy and water to mash all those materials together into a pulp before the pulp can be turned into paper that can be then turned into the friggin' straw. So even if the switch to paper straws did reduce plastic waste, which it barely does, it is still not necessarily a sustainable solution because it's still disposable straws.
I want to ban straws. Has anybody ever tried those paper straws? They're not working too good.
And then there's the user experience. Because ultimately, if you were sucking out of a paper straw, you know that it sucks.
Oh my gosh, I love this drink. Yeah. I think they put like caramel in here. It's so good. You should try it. You should definitely try it. Here, take it.
Like, objectively, the design is just awful. They feel weird, they taste bad. They can even be a choking hazard. But that's not even the worst part. There are people who actually literally need straws. If we circle back to one of those original stories about the straw, we will remember that straws were popularized in hospitals to help bedridden patients drink safely. Lots of people use straws as tools to meet their daily needs, but they're not that useful if they disintegrate into your lemonade. Now, yes, we're making a joke that straws suck, and look, there is always problems with new innovative technologies, right? Sometimes you have to take one step back to take 2 steps forward. But here's probably my least favorite part about this whole story. Probably the biggest blunder of this whole paper straw debacle is what it did for the perception of environmentally friendly products. The paper straw left a sour and mushy flavor in people's mouth. So people were justified in feeling skeptical of the next environmental solution that was presented to them. If you cruise through internet forums about this subject, you will see that it is obvious that people hate the plastic straw ban, and they're becoming sick of these requests on personal individuals to make changes to solve a much bigger systemic problem. Every time the government or a corporation asks regular citizens to make inane personal life changes instead of creating an actual solution to it, the more annoyed people get and the less likely that they're going to be to participate in shifts towards sustainability in the future. Especially if the solutions that they're being presented with clearly don't work. Okay, so that got a little heated. Just gonna breathe for a second. While I do that, maybe you can hit that subscribe button if you're not too depressed already. Now, if you want to talk about how individual action does or does not play a role in the fight against climate change, we talked about that in our zero waste episode that I think that you will appreciate. So maybe check that out after this. Now, of course, paper straws are not the only alternative to plastic straws. Other materials include stainless steel, glass, bamboo, silicone, even pasta. But each of these have their own respective issues. Metal conducts heat, so it's not safe for hot drinks. Glass is breakable and could crack in a hot drink. Silicone is difficult to clean. Bamboo and other grass materials are very expensive to produce. And pasta, I mean, that's not gluten-free. And it's also not good in hot drinks because then you'd have a really loose noodle in the drink. But listen, here's a little ray of sunshine for you. Here's one thing that I think paper straws did in its pitiful attempts to make a difference. It might have been partially responsible in helping compostable materials get off the ground and get some traction, right? Given this new need to create a disposable product that was better than plastic, compostable solutions came into existence, and with it, the very early phases of composting as a societally acceptable norm. Hopefully. See, composting is a very complicated and overused word today in the world of sustainable marketing. Maybe we'll make a video about that too one day. But paper straws were the first product that was widely made and understood to be compostable. And so that kind of moved the needle a little bit for municipalities and different companies to embrace this new technology as a potential solution. Is it perfect? No, but I thought I would try and leave you with a bit of a silver lining before this video came to an end. I personally realized throughout the writing of this script and talking about it with friends and family, I just don't really need straws very often. It's just a technology that I don't really find much of need for. So if you're out there just not strawing it up like me, hit that like button, or leave a comment saying, yeah, Levi, fellow no straw boys, no straws, no, mo straws, mo problems, is what they say. Thanks for watching, y'all. We'll see you in the next one.